Our Mommy is in Heaven, the first chapter in the Adventures of Annie and Nezie by Jason B. Ingram, in loving memory of Sarah Linn Ingram. Prologue. This book is very close to my heart. My name is Jason Ingram, and I am the father of Sarah Linn Ingram, a vibrant, kind, and deeply loving young woman who left this world at just 19 years old. She had a heart for rescuing animals and gave her love freely to those who needed it most. Her last two rescues, Annie and Nezie, were not just pets. They were her family. Now, as I tell their story, I do so to honor Sarah's memory, her spirit, and the love she poured into this world. This is the beginning of Annie and Nezie's journey after their mommy went to heaven. It's a story of love, hope, and how the ones we love never really leave us. They live on in our hearts, our dreams, and our everyday moments. Page 1. Annie is a sweet and silly brindle pit mix who was rescued by her mommy. Since then, Annie has discovered she loves yummy snacks, belly rubs, naps in the sunshine, and being right by her mommy's side every single day. Nezie, lovingly called Nezzie, is a tortoiseshell cat with a soft dark brown fur and bright orange patches. She's smart, gentle, and always close to Annie's side. They look a lot alike, so much that people often think they're sisters, even though Annie is much bigger. Nezie's sparkles of orange show her special personality, and like Annie, she needed a home, and her mommy gave her one. At first, Annie wasn't too sure about this new little friend mommy brought home. She called her a stinky old cat. But now their friendship is unbreakable, built on a love and trust. They were the last two pets of a very special little girl named Sarah Linn, who loved them both very much. One morning, Annie woke up and looked at the door. It was still closed. No footsteps. No mommy. Nezie curled up beside her and softly whispered, "I heard her dad and some other humans talking." Tears shimmered in Nezie's little kitty eyes as she gently said, "Mommy is in heaven now." "Heaven?" Annie asked. "Where's that?" Nezie looked at the sky. "It's up past the clouds, past the stars, but I think she still sees us." They walked through Mommy's garden. Nezzie sniffed the pretty sunflowers that reminded them so much of their mommy. Annie rolled in the grass. "Do you think she hears us?" Nezzie said. "I think she hears everything we say," Annie replied. That night, they curled up in Mommy's blanket. The moonlight glowed through the window. "I miss her," Annie whispered. "I do too," said Nezie. In their dream, Mommy stood in a glowing field filled with soft light, and her hair, new angel wings, pink roses, her favorite bloomed all around, and cheerful daisies danced in the breeze. She wrapped Annie and Nezie in a warm hug. "I love you, my sweet girls," she said softly. "You're never alone." When they woke up, the blanket felt warm and had a familiar smell, like Mommy had just been there. "She really is with us," Nezzie nodded. "Always." Annie and Nezzie sat by the window and looked at the stars. They didn't feel as lonely anymore. "It's not goodbye," Annie said. "No," Nezie purred. "It's just see you later." Now that they knew Mommy was watching over them, Annie and Nezie wondered, where will they go next? Who will take care of them? Who will be their new family? They looked at each other, ready to find their new home, full of hope and love, wherever it may be. And they know even though they couldn't see their mommy, she would always be there. Look out for Chapter 2 coming. It'll be in chapters full of love, hope, and new beginnings. This is dedicated to all the children and furry friends who carry love in their hearts and adventure in their dreams, alongside all the loved ones they have lost. Thank you for listening to Our Mommy is in Heaven, the first chapter in the Adventures of Annie and Nezie. My name is Jason B. Ingram, and I am the proud father of Sarah Linn Ingram, my youngest of 4 children, my baby girl. On February 19th, 2022, I lost my precious daughter. Sarah had the biggest heart of anyone I've ever known, always wanting to rescue and care for every animal she came across. When Sarah left us, she left behind her two last rescues, Annie and Nezzie, who have been with me ever since. In her honor, I began writing this children's book series about her beloved pets. My hope is that these stories will carry Sarah's love, compassion, and spirit forward and bring joy to others just as she brought joy to everyone she met. There's a donation link in the description to help establish a nonprofit in Sarah's name, supporting the causes she was so passionate about, like rescuing animals, finding the killers of her late boyfriend, Isaac Samuel Rodriguez, whose case remains unsolved since August of 2021, helping the homeless, and help covering the cost of publishing these books in her honor. Thank you again for listening, for remembering Sarah, and for keeping her love alive. Until next time, again, it's not goodbye. It's just I'll see you later.